Inland Sports.
And now join us here on the Inland Sports Show, and fresh off of National Signing Day, it's Cambria Salmon, star pitcher for the Beaumont Cougars softball team. And Cam, you signed with the Texas Longhorns, obviously one of the premier programs in the entire country. But what was it about the University of Texas? What did you like about the Longhorns softball program that made you want to sign with them?
Well, I think for me, knowing my coach, Mike White, is one of like the best pitching coaches out there. Like for me, that's good for me as a pitcher because I have someone with very great knowledge and who has been a pitcher themselves to help me out. And also knowing that they have a great program there, and not just that, but their education's great. And I knew I wanted like coaches that are similar to the coaches I have now for travel ball, and they are very similar in like their coaching styles to a point where like I understand like what they're saying and where they're coming from, and they're also going to be hard on me. Like they're not just going to be like let me do whatever. So I wanted to make sure that I had coaches like that, and I think like I picked good coaches like that, especially at Texas.
All right, so a couple things off what you just said. So first off, education is important to you. So what do you plan to study? Like maybe years and years down the road when softball's all said and done, what do you want to do?
I want to be a speech therapist.
Oh, very good. Awesome. Okay, and then on the softball side of it, when you were trying to pick your dream school, I mean, what was important to you? Was it location? Was it I want to win a college softball national championship? Playing for Coach White, like you mentioned. I mean, what was important to you when you were going through this entire recruiting process?
I think the most important thing to me was that I'm going to go somewhere where I know I'm going to be challenged, but I also know that I'm going to have the best chance at winning a national title, but also where I know I'm going to have a place there, and I know like I'm going to be able to make an impact myself.
Have they talked about your role maybe coming in as a true freshman? I know it's, still months and months away, but, do they expect you to come in and start, playing right away?
They said there's like, I could, like, there's no way, like, there's no reason I couldn't be able to.
Are you excited about that opportunity? I mean, because obviously you got to Beaumont and you're playing right away. I would assume you're going to expect to do that with the Longhorns as well.
I am excited. I know it's going to be difficult because there's going to be girls that are like way older than me that are going to be above me, but I also know like me as a person, and I know like my competitiveness, so I know that like I'm like should be able to, and I won't let myself like fail.
All right, so now that this, the process is over, you're signed with Texas. Is it a sense of relief? Are you glad the process is over? I mean, because some people are like, "Oh, I love the recruiting process. It feels great to be wanted," and some are like, "It's so stressful. Like, I'm glad it's done. Now I can just focus on my senior my senior year in high school and focus, trying to maybe win a CIF title and those sorts of things." So what's the feeling like now that it's a done deal?
I think it is like relieving because like the recruiting process, it wasn't that it was bad, but it was just like really stressful because like sometimes like people don't want you to go on your time like frame and they want you to be on theirs. So like stuff like that was kind of stressful. So now that like I'm signed and I don't have to worry about that anymore, like it's really relieving because now I get to focus on like my travel ball and high school and stuff like that and just like finish my senior year.
And what's your family think about it?
They were so excited. They were so happy about it, but like they were happy that like I got it all over with too.
Yeah, I mean it's a whole stressful process. I mean it's
It
a good
is.
stress, right? Because you're going to get your
Yeah.
college paid for, and you get to go continue your softball career and play at a very very high level. But that whole recruiting process, I mean, you've been a star for a long time. I mean, this is probably dragged on for years, right, for you.
Yeah.
So now that it's done and you've got one more year at Beaumont High School, what are your goals this upcoming spring? I mean, you guys are always one of the top teams in Division One. At least last year, you guys were. I mean, CBL championship, D1 title contender in the CIF Southern Section playoffs. Like, what are your goals for this upcoming year?
I think my goal for this year is to get CBL champs again for the fourth time since I've been here. But I also want to I want our team to go further in playoffs because I think 2 of my 3 years so far we've lost first round. So I want us to go farther than first round because I know like we can, but it's just like the execution part. But I also want to get all state again, which would be really nice.
And
So yeah.
being a senior, Cam, are you just trying to maybe enjoy the journey a little bit more? Do you think like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is it? Like I'm already a senior. Like how did this happen?
Um, I would say I'm trying to enjoy it, but I'm also trying to like leave my mark my senior year and like make sure I go out with like a bang. So like I kind of like I think I'm more hungry to win than I was before because like it's my last year. Like I have to go out good.
So, I mean, obviously you're already a dominating pitcher, but where are some areas you feel like you could still be better?
Um, I'd say like maybe just like my composure on the mound. Like when it comes to like umpires, sometimes if they like call a ball that like I know is a ball, or like if they call a ball that I know is a strike, like I'll get frustrated. So like if I just like calm that down a little bit, I think I'll be okay.
I don't think you're the only pitcher that feels that way once they step into the circle. Like
Yeah.
that umpire, that home plate umpire is against me this whole game. So,
Yeah.
well, Cam, congratulations to you and your family. It's a very big deal, and the Texas Longhorns. Wow, that's a big time program. I know the Inland Empire is well known for producing great softball players, and obviously you're the next in line. So, congratulations to you, your family, and the Beaumont softball program. It's a very big deal. So, congrats. And I know there's a lot of IE fans proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, that's Cam Salmon from Beaumont High School signing with the University of Texas Longhorns, joining us here on the Inland Sports Show. Inland Sports.